Good morning everybody, and welcome to Osea Leisure Park. We're heading down to the old classic Osea beach huts, so we're really excited. Not quite sure what to expect. I can't believe it's a bright sunny day and I've got my wellies on. I've got my wellies on just in case I need to get into the mud and all that type of stuff, but yeah, it's looking really good. Well, there's a few clouds in the sky, so that might be okay. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip you around the other way so you can see where I'm going. This is the entrance to Osea Leisure Park, as you can see. And all you got to do is come in here and head straight down to the cafe, have a cup of coffee, and then the actual the beach huts are actually right next to the cafe. Here we are. We're just coming up to it now, and this is the actual beach huts now. I think this is going to be one of my compositions here. If I stop here and do an immediate right, there's a possible picture there doing a shot like that, and then walking down a bit further. Yes, so it's looking that the tide is apparently 5.6 meters this morning. I may be right on the very edge, so let's just hope that it's just going to be just high enough to cover the grasses and all that type of stuff. And when I say grasses, I mean, I'm going to flip you around here and turn you around that way. I mean those grasses down there. This will be my first composition, which will be down here. Okay, so we're looking at that being one of the first shots there. Need to get rid of that boat. Probably about there, that'll do. And that's going to be my next perspective there. So it's a line up there, get it framed up. I think that's where I'm going to go, a little bit more space away from it. And I think that's nice. That will be the next shot. And so I'm just been scouting around looking for some different compositions, so I'm ready for it when it comes. And I do believe that when the tide comes in, it's quite a fast one and you've got to work pretty fast. So yeah, so we'll be doing some from down here. And if you look up there, look at them, we've actually got some clouds as well, which is pretty cool at the moment. So we'll have to see what happens with them. I'm not quite sure what will happen with them when we do a 2-minute exposure, but we'll see how it goes. So yeah, without further ado, let's get the big camera out, let's get stuck on the tripod and let's get started. Right, let's put the Z9 camera on the tripod, and that's just going to clip in there, nice quick clip like that there. Going to spin it round to about there, I think, which is just facing out enough, and I can show you what's going on. So take away the magnetic lens cap. These are, I love these are well worth the money. I mean, look at that, how easy it is just to plonk a lens cap on, so I just leave them all the time. Really handy. Get rid of that. From there, I'm then going to put my filter holder on, and we have a filter holder. Within my filter holder, I've actually got the polarizing filter, and that sits at the back of it, so you can see there, and then push it out, and then that just sits in the back. And obviously that works with the cog, which just turns it around, and you'll see that later on when I'm operating it. So pretty much it, that'll sit on the back, and then I'm still allowed to put, I can still then put ND filters on the front. So that's just going to clip in. That easy, nice and easy. There is a lever down here which basically helps to hold it in nice and tight, and if you want to take it off, you just pull the lever down and take it off. Okay, and then from there I'm then going to put an ND filter on. So I'm going to put an ND10 filter on. So that one is here from my bag. That's an ND10. You tend to put the text to the inside, and in she goes straight away. Really easy. And then to final filter I use, and I always use this as well, it's a soft grad. People say, why do you use such a big heavy soft grad? Well, I'm not really, it's a soft grad, so it's very hard, it doesn't show that much to tell the truth, and I'm only using the little bit in the middle, so the dark bit doesn't really come into effect. But anyway, so text to the inside, that clips into there, that clips into there, and that's it. That can move up and down really easy, but because it's all magnetic, it's nice and simple. I can just take it straight back off, and it's quite stable basically. So that's my filter system. Let's get the camera turned around, and let's do some shots, dry shots of these beach huts. So I've got nothing on the monitor at the moment, so oh yeah, so as a guide I normally go straight in. Okay, I'm going to bring my shutter speed right down as a standard thing to about 30 seconds. Shutter speed comes down to 30 seconds, 20, 30, which is what I'm going to be using. So look at the highlights there now, it's looking like it's a bit over the top, so I'll then bring that to f11. And my ISO, clicking onto there, is on 64. And that's pretty much exactly the same settings as I was yesterday. So my histogram's good, so I'm gonna turn my histogram off. There you go. And I just want to look at the pictures now. That's looking good. And I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna have a look at push my graduated filter up. I want to, let's get my focus point. There it is. Let's put the focus point onto this shed, which is going to be the one that's going to be, that's it, locked on there. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I'm going to probably bring it to there, bring it down a little bit. Let's do a check onto the polarizing filter. So if you look at the top right hand side, it's out, and let's bring it in. Here it comes. So that's polarizing, working now to the best it can do. I'm going to bring my graduated filter down, bring that down, bring that down, bring that down. So that's about it there. So that's me done. That's ready for my first picture. Yeah, it's a 30-second exposure, so it's not too bad. I'm looking forward to having some water. I've got the clouds, I've got the light, I just need the water. The water's getting better as we speak. Let's come to the right. It's going to open up a little bit, so let me go on to record on the screen now. So I think the screen's on record. 2, 3, that's lovely. So that's good. I could go in closer, but I think I'm going to go for about there. That's nice. I need to put the focus part onto this center one. I'm going to drop that into here. Get this in focus. That's lovely, and I think that is ready to go. That's ready to record. Let's check my graduated filter, bring that down a little bit. There you go, bring that to there. My only concern is going to be this this one here, whether I hold the detail in there, but that's good to go. Okay, I'm going to freeze that and take the picture. That's pretty damn good, that there. So do a focus check, go in close in there, and that's what we're looking at there. Steps nice and sharp. Yeah, spot on. That will do for that first picture. And then we're going to go find another composition now. That's looking great. That looks really, really moody. Let's have a look at that. Wow, that's pretty impressive, is that? I'm going to put my sunglasses on, or my glasses on, so I can see what's going on. Let's have a look at that. There you go. Okay, so I can either go forward a little bit to look at that there, go a little bit higher, just a touch higher, just get a bit more balcony. Separate the front and the back one, and then let's have a look at that. So we're going to come down. Okay, that's going to go to there, lock it on. Let's have a look at that. Let's bring this down, back onto record. Come on, do the business. Right, that's looking good there. I like that. I think I'm going to take off this horizontal, so just get that spot on. That's lovely there. F11. And I think that's pretty good to go now. Let's just take the picture, Gwen. Okay, take the photo. 90 seconds F11. We're currently in about a foot of water, so I've probably got about another couple of more minutes before I have to jump out the water. I'm watching you in the background because that tripod's getting deeper and deeper. I'm checking my height of my wellies, so I've got literally about, well, I've got one more photograph in my wellies, and then that's it, we're going to move on. Oh wow, that's a belter. Let's have a quick look at the histogram. Oh, I think I nearly got wet then. Let's just go check my histogram. I'm going to do the same again. I've now gone to F14 now, and then we'll let that one go for another 90 seconds. However, I am going to put this camera up because we're getting to the point of no return now. So let's pick you up. Oh. Okay, I'm going to put you in camera now. And yep, I'm in camera, so I'm going to set you up. Let's have a look at that. Let's just get it lined up there, do my horizontals quickly, get that spotted up there. It's harsh light at the moment, I can't do much about that. So coming in closer, it's probably about there. That's looking good, just watching the one at the back. Find my focus point, my glasses on, see where the focus point's going to be. There it is there, I can see it there, you can see my little marker there. That's it on the front balcony, just on the steps there. Focus, that's good, and then that'll be my picture. Just going to stop this now and show you the playback. There's a boat in the background there, so let's move it just a little bit. We're recording, so I'm going to go down here, boat's just disappeared there, and that's my next composition, which is going to be there. Bring you guys back in again. and then you should be back on there. Yeah, I've just had a plate malfunction on the camera, so that's now nice and rigid. So let's have a look at this now. So let's bring my focus point back in. You see at the top there, let's bring it down to these steps here, focus on them, focus, get a green box, and that's good to go. Let's just come back a little bit further so I get those huts in the background, turn it to the right, and I think let's just go, let's do that one now. Bit of break dancing there, nearly fell over. Right, I've fallen over on the way to get to the camera. 3 seconds to go. Let's have a look at that now. That looks, oh, really like that. That's an amazing picture. That's a good one. I'm going to hopefully put it onto playback and let you all have a look at it. Press onto there. 3, 2, wait for it to come up there, and wait for it to kick in there, and it's recording now. So once again, let's just do a quick check on the histogram on that one. Beautiful on the histogram. And then just do a quick check on the focus, make sure that's nice and sharp, and the rest will be easy. What more can you want? Look at that, absolutely spot on there. Yep, coming back. Okay, that's great. Let's move on. Let's find another picture further on. I'm going to go do the last 3 again. Okay, let's have a look at this picture now. I'm going to bring this one up, and I'm going to bring it up onto the screen. Wow, that's really nice lighting. So what I'll do, I'm going to try and bring you into camera and let you have a look in camera. So look at the display. Histogram is perfect. The light is really soft. The tide is nice. So basically it was 60th of a second, f11, and 1 under 64 ISO. So looking really nice. And then that's me done for this one. So what I'm going to do is come out of camera, back to here. So that's a really nice shot of the three beach huts there. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to pop down to the very end, and I'm going to shoot back up the beach huts and then see how that one goes. And that's good. Let's have a look at this. So we're doing 7 seconds. 7 seconds, and then back to do a little bit higher up, I think. 2, 1. Oh, I like that one as well. That's really nice. Really soft water. Really nice. Let's just check on the display. Good. That looks really nice. Let's just do the display and check what we've got. Okay, 6th of the second, f11, and 1 underneath 64. So that looks really nice. Just going to do my focus check. I actually focused on the front roof, which is pin sharp. Yeah, and the rest should just fall in after that. Yeah, that's lovely. Excellent. So come back out. That's another one done. Like that. Okay, let's move on to the next composition. Batteries are still working at the moment, so what I'm going to do is going to let you have a quick look at the back of this one. This is another nice shot. Just going to click onto there, get the exposure going nicely. That's lovely. Let's do a quick check on the exposure. Histogram is absolutely spot on again. That's lovely. All I've got to do is just check to see if my focus points are okay. Let's check the sheds. Yeah, that's razor sharp. I love that. That's nice. And yeah, that's good. Come back out, and that's yet another composition. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to come out of this one, and I'm going to swap the lenses over, and I'm going to do some little clumps of 3s and 2s and 1s. So I need to do a lens change. This is the 24 to 120, which is probably too close, but this one, actually the video camera is on, is a 14 to 30, and that'll give me the opportunity to get in there and shoot those ones. So I'm going to do a quick change now, and back with you in a minute. Okay, this one's going to be probably my last shot of these 3s. We've got 8 seconds to go. Not doing too bad. We've got something. 1, 0. Wow, that's nice. Let's just come in close. Yeah, let's just see if it's in focus. That's being the biggest thing. Focus. Yeah, that's nice and sharp. It's slightly overexposed in the sky, but the buildings are spot on. Okay, so in this case, I'm just going to show you in the camera, guys. 1, 2, 3. So we're now recording, so you can now see in the camera. So you can see the histogram is blown out, but it's only blown out in the top part of the picture. So let's have a look at that. The overall picture is really nice. I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything with the back of that sky, but we might have to put another sky in there. But I quite like that. That's pretty good. Focus check. So let's have a quick look at that. Focus is lovely. Look at the nice soft water still there. Love it. That's a great shot. Another one in the can. That's up on the threes. That's looking great as well. Excellent. Right, I think that's us done, guys. The tide is now receding very, very fast. Time is just gone 3 o'clock, so we've had a really good run. We've worked all over the place. We've done the high shots, the low shots. We've managed to do some threes here. We've actually gone down to the far end and photographed back. And it's been a really productive afternoon. We've got some really nice imagery, and I'll do a slideshow in a minute just to let you have a look at them. And thanks very much for staying with us this long, and if you like what you see, please feel free to like and subscribe the channel. That'll help us, and we'll catch you on the next one.